Today we are going to discuss about what is the preamble of Indian Constitution. The text of the preamble we can read here. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. And this preamble was adopted and enacted 26th November 1949. A preamble is an introductory or explanatory statement in a document that explains the document's purpose. It is like a preface of the book, which explains what is the content of the book, what is the main essence of the document. The words socialist, secular, and integrity were not in the original constitution and had been inserted by 42nd Amendment Act passed in 1976. The preamble indicates that the source of constitution is we, the people of India, that is, republic. The form of the government will be republic. It has been also called political horoscope of Indian Constitution by K. Munshi during the Constituent Assembly debate. It is also called the soul of the Constitution by Thakur Dass Bhargawa, an identity card of the Constitution by N.A. Palikwala. In the legislative history of India, for the first time, the Government of India Act 1990 had a separate preamble. However, the Government of India Act 1935 had no preamble. So it is not correct to assume that the idea of preamble was borrowed from the Constitution of USA. Is preamble a part of our Constitution? Yes, preamble is a part of our Constitution. Earlier in the Berubai case 1960, Supreme Court had held that preamble is not part of Constitution. But later, in case Anand Bharti case 1973, Supreme Court gave an elaborate verdict which inter alia said that preamble is part of Constitution and subject to amending power of the Parliament as any other provision of the Constitution, provided the basic structure of the Constitution is not destroyed. So here the basic structure of the Constitution is to be maintained while amending the Constitution or preamble. It further stated that preamble is a part of Constitution. Preamble indicate basic structure of the Constitution. Preamble can be amended using the amendment power as per given by Article 368 of our Constitution. Our preamble has been amended only once. It was by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment acted in 1976, where the very important word secular, socialist, and integrity were added to the Constitution. It should be also noted that preamble enshrines the idea and philosophy of the Constitution and not the narrow objective of the government. Because the government might change and their objective might change, but the Constitution's preamble will remain the same, which is the essence of our Constitution will remain always the same. It also does not provide any legal framework of constitutional law. Preamble is neither a source of power nor a source of limitation. So we cannot challenge any law in the court of law based on the preamble. It It neither provides any power nor imposes any duty. Its importance in the role to be played in interpretation of the status, also the interpretation of provisions of the Constitution. Constitution should be read and interpreted in the light of grand and noble vision expressed in the preamble of the Constitution. Then, if we cannot enforce preamble through the court of the law, like the Supreme Court, then what is the purpose of having preamble? So, the preamble sets out the aim and aspiration of the people, and this has been embodied in various provisions of the Constitution. The preamble of the Constitution contains the basic objectives of the Constitution, such as to secure to its own citizens social, economic, and political justice, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and opportunity, to promote among them all fraternity, so as to secure the dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. The purpose of the preamble is to clarify who has the Constitution, what is its source, what is the ultimate sanction behind it, what is the nature of the polity which is sought to be established by the Constitution, and what are its goals and objectives. Provide assurance of dignity to individual and idea that states should follow. There are some very important features of our preamble. So we will discuss here what are the main features of our preamble. Preamble is our source of authority. The preamble categorically accepts the principle of popular sovereignty. It's begin with the noble words, "We the people of India." These words testify to the fact that people of India are the ultimate source of authority. So it is the people, it is the citizen of India who elect the representative and then they govern the country. So ultimate power lies in the hand of the public, the citizen of the country. The second feature, it describes that the nature of the state. India will be a sovereign state. Preamble proclaims that India is a sovereign state. Such a proclamation denotes that the end of the rule over India. It testifies the fact that India is no longer a dependency or colony of the possession of British Crown. A sovereign, independent India is free both internally and externally to make her own decisions, implement them on her people and territories. In 1976, the preamble was amended to include the word socialism, which was really the source of inspiration during our freedom struggle. So, socialism was adopted, discarding its demerits and adopting only the merits. It is now regarded as a prime feature of the Indian state. It reflects the fact that India is committed to secure social, economic, and political justice for all its people. India stands for ending all form of exploitation as well as for securing equitable distribution of income, resource, and wealth. This has to be secured by peaceful, constitutional, and democratic means. The term India is a socialist state really means India is a democratic socialist state, not the socialist in the real sense of term like the China, USSR. We are not like that. We are different. India is a secular state. Here also we have taken the positive form of the secularism. By the 42nd Amendment, the term secular was incorporated in the preamble, Its inclusion simply made the secular nature of the Indian Constitution more explicit. As a state, India gives special status to no religion. There is no such thing as state religion in India. India granted equal freedom to all religions. All religions equal status and respect. Like in other secular states, the state is indifferent to religion. But in India, we are not indifferent to religions. We give equal respect and equal opportunity status to all religions. So we have taken the positive aspect of the secularism. India is a democratic state. The preamble declares India to be a democratic state. This is, in fact, we are one of the longest surviving democratic country in the world. Because after the Second World War, many countries got independent. Most of them established democratic state, but later, by 1960-70, most of them collapsed. Dictatorial government was overtaken. It is mostly evident in our neighboring country, in the African country, in the Western Asian countries. But India has been able to maintain its democratic status, and it has strengthened this concept of democracy. Democracy means the government is responsible before the people. People can change their government through election. That's why if after every 5 years we conduct general election for the country. Even in a state there is general election for the state. The preamble declares India to be a republic. Negatively, this means that India is not ruled by monarch or nominal head of the state. Positively, it means that India has been elected head of willed power for the fixed term. President of India is to be elected sovereign head of the state. He holds a tenure of 5 years. The preamble also sets what will the main objective of the government. So, the main objective of the government should be to provide justice. India seeks to secure social, economic and political justice for all its people. Social justice means the absence of socially privileged class in the society and no discrimination against any citizen on the ground of caste, creed, color, religion, sex or place of birth. India stands for eliminating all forms of exploitative nature of the society. Economic justice. Economic justice means no discrimination between man and man on the basis of income, wealth, economic status. Political justice. What do you mean by it? Political justice means equal, free and fair opportunity to the people for participation in political process. There is no foundation, there is no one restricted from contesting election. Those who are citizens of India, they can freely contest election. Only in the case of grave crime, he might be restricted by the court. Preamble declares liberty to be the second cardinal objective of this government. It includes liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. Preamble also ensures equality, neutral equality of all persons, equal and free citizen of India enjoying. So, the all citizen of India will be equal in the eye of the government. Our preamble also emphasizes on fraternity. Fraternity among the people in it, so that the people can get connected to one another. That's why in India we have only single citizenship. In USA they have